in their brain, in their thinking. You need to get them to say, look, there's a power greater than you, than all of us, that resides in your body, that resides in the universe, that flows through your body continually. And it's my job to make sure that that flows through your body continually, unobstructed, all the time. Because it's always trying to keep you healthy, all the time. And when you get that corrected, great things are going to happen. But guess what happens? Just like your body's under the force of gravity, right? And you're going to use a cell phone. You're going to sit, you guys are all sitting here listening to me, right, for the next 6 hours tonight? All that. It's going to subluxate your spine, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. So what do you need to do regularly?
Get adjusted.
Exactly. What do you need to do to their head regularly all the time they're in your office? You got to get them adjusted mentally. You got to adjust the primordial subluxation. You have to continually nourish them towards the principle of chiropractic. And that's where most guys make the mistake. And ladies make the mistake. They're not following that constant, everyday, taking an opportunity to educate them on what it is we do as chiropractors. So what happens? Their value towards what you offer gets weaker. And then all of a sudden, a switch occurs. Nice sunny day where they want to have a barbecue becomes more important, more valuable than them laying on the table. And then they go. It's a switch. You have to leverage it. Think of a scale. You have to leverage this so much that this switch never gets struck. And it's continuous. And the only reason for some docs that it feels laborious, the only reason it's a lot of work and effort is because it's not unconscious competence. You're having to think about it all the time. You don't have procedures set in place to constantly educate. Everything you do in your office has one purpose. Educate the patient. Everything. Think about that. Everything you do. How you say hello to them. How you say goodbye to them. How you adjust them. What do you say when they're getting adjusted? When they walk in, what do you have on your wall? We have Lifetime Family Wellness. Guess what it says when they leave? Lifetime Family Wellness, right? What's my TV say? What's all the stuff say on my walls? What's every poster say? Everything I do, the way I walk, has something to do with educating them. I don't know how yet, but I know it has. Thank you. I appreciate it. But everything you do, why? Because when they leave, they're getting barraged with everything else. They're getting subluxated in the head. And you know, I didn't get that. I heard that term years ago. I mean, I get it now. So when you hear like a Troy Dukowitz talk about dipping people into the philosophy, I like the word nourishment. When you nourish people into the philosophy of chiropractic, that's what you're treating, if you will. That's what you're rendering care for, the primordial subluxation. The idea that they think that they're separate from everything else. That's what makes them drop. And they're only going to learn it through who?
Us.
You're it. That's it. Does that give you some sense of responsibility? You're it. They walk in to see you, you're it. They leave. They've never been to a chiropractor before. How high are those stakes? They've never been. And they're married and they have kids. How high are those stakes? How high do you feel those stakes are for you? Because if you think they're really high, it's not a problem to get their spouse there. They need to be there. Why do you do a group talk? Does everybody do a group talk in here? Why do you do a group talk? Yes. Educate who?
Families.
Right. Exactly. That's the only reason you do a group talk. Because I did them without group talks, and I got people to follow care. When you do the group talk, the family comes. You're trying to grow a Lifetime Family Wellness practice. The whole family has to come on the Monday night in order to get them in. So the reason you're doing a group talk is to get the families in for care. That's the only reason you're doing it. No other reason. Right? No other reason. Now, I can't get other people Certainly we tried different ways. We can certainly get a few people, but I was not successful at getting a whole bunch of people to come to the second and third. We don't call it new patient orientation. We always call it X-ray review or case review. Okay, so don't ever call it a new patient class. Who wants to go to a new patient class? Yeah! I'm gonna change your life. You're gonna come. It's gonna be great. We're gonna get refreshments and cookies. We got a clown coming and balloons, and they still don't want to come, right? So you don't want to call it a class. What do they want to see? They want to see the results of their X-ray of their case. So you call it case review or X-ray review. Okay. Very important. Don't ever use those other terms. So it's tough to get them to come to another one of those. Has anyone tried that other than me? Anyone tried to have a 2 or 3? I'm the only one who's tried. Okay. Thank you, Francis. Right, so you try to get them. It wasn't working. So what I do is I do a nutrition workshop, exercise workshop, nutrition class, whatever you want to call it. That you can call a class. They'll come to a nutrition class. Okay. Now what you do is you do half of it. You talk about chiropractic, and half of it you talk some nutrition, and you couple them in, and then you dabble that throughout the whole thing with innate, and their body's got the ability to heal, and wonderful things start to happen. Because now you're getting them. You get to nourish them again.
You do post X-rays, right?
Yes.
Wouldn't you just do a post X-ray review before you put them onto their wellness program?
I tried that.
And?
It did not go well. It didn't go well. Yeah. It didn't go. Some people felt like they were being manipulated. That's what I had. So when they willingly come to a nutrition talk, you know, they willingly come. Movie night, and they willingly come to certain things that you do. Yeah. It makes it a lot easier. And then you give them a ticket, or you give them some certificate, and you say, look, there's no cost to the nutrition talk as long as that you bring somebody else, a non-practice member. Right? I got a couple new docs. Like, well, I don't have a lot of flow. Oh, well, okay, let's say you get 6 patients. Well, if you get 6 of them to come and they bring somebody else, they get 12. I mean, 12 people, that's, I talked to 1. Anyone done an X-ray review with 1 person? I still do an X-ray review with 1.